Our beautiful guest joining us is Kelly Miles. So welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
Thank you. We're getting so close. I'm thinking Christmas is already coming up. Like, are we almost like it's next week,
I know.
right? But I feel like it's like just a little over a week away.
It's insane. My life is still stuck in 2019,
Right.
and now it's going to be 2022. Like, how? I don't know.
I don't know
I don't
either.
know.
I'm chalking it down to 2020 and 2021 was the whole COVID, some people staying at home all year long, and then those days go by so slow, but when you look back at it, you feel like it's all just one day.
It's
like
crazy.
2020 and 2021, you're like, oh, it felt like it was just one day all rolled in together.
No, it's time is such a weird thing right now, and it's so funny because I've had so many friends who have had babies, like COVID babies through
Right.
all of this, and a lot of them are like walking now, and I'm like, wait, I haven't like progressed at all. All I've done is worked this whole time, you know?
Right, but you've become successful in another way,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, we've
Obviously.
been so blessed in real estate. I mean, that's the one great thing that's come out of this is, we were hyper focused on our homes and we were stuck at home. And the real estate market just boomed. People weren't able to go on vacations anymore. They were working more. Their savings were kind of building up. And, we also had a lot of people that could relocate to places like San Diego that had the flexibility to work from home. So, yeah, the real estate market through COVID has been pretty unbelievable.
And who would have thought
Who would
when
have thought?
COVID first was announced, it was a scary thing. And I kind of thought, is everything going to shut down?
Yeah.
Who would have thought the market would have took a turn like this?
Right.
It's amazing.
No, I mean, it shocked even all of us in the industry. And there were, I think it was a week or 2 weeks in the very beginning of COVID where we weren't allowed to show properties. And things were just kind of silent and still. And I did lose so many clients through that time because they were like, Kelly, it's just so unclear, like what the future is going to be like. But then after those 2 weeks of kind of stillness, it just ramped up and just didn't stop for now almost 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
it's crazy.
So let's talk about your successes. You're with Compass,
I am.
right?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a team, obviously, with you.
No, actually, so I'm a principal agent.
Okay.
So I am by myself, and then I also have an assistant. So
Okay.
it's me. So that's kind of one of the advantages to working with me is, a lot of people that have teams, you interview with the team lead, and then from there, you're kind of handed off to a team member. And you might not have as much, communication and interaction with the team lead, the person that you interviewed and you thought that was going to be, your representative through, the home buying or selling process. Whereas, with me, I really am very hands-on and you get me from start to finish. So I really I'm very proud in the product product and service that I'm able to give my clients.
I love that boutique service, as I
Yes.
want to call it,
Yeah.
because these clients become friends or family to you,
Right.
right? It's always you that is dealing with them or your assistant that's helping, but ultimately it's you,
Right.
which is wonderful.
Right.
So
yeah.
do you have majority of your clients in 2021, are they from within the state or have they come from all over the place?
I would say most of them are from within the state, but we have had a lot of people moving down from San Francisco.
Okay.
So a lot of Northern California money coming into Southern California, a lot of tech that can work from home now. And they're like, you know what? San Francisco's great, but I'm over that gloomy weather. I need that Southern California sunshine. And it's been pretty unbelievable to see.
And San Diego's prices are still unbelievable in comparison to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So they're coming down this way thinking, okay, you know what, we can get a bang for our buck over there.
Right.
You've got better weather, and then we're still great prices in comparison to a lot of the big cities.
Right.
So it's pretty amazing.
And that's kind of driven up our prices a lot too, because coming from San Francisco, you look at Southern California and you look at our prices and you're like, oh, well, that's a deal, right? So then we've had a lot of people coming in and offering, 6 figures over the list price just to secure the home that they really want.
It's amazing.
It's been, a little nutty, but we just kind of roll with it, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of how that progresses into, 2022.
Right. And so let's
Yeah.
talk about that. What is your projection? If you had your own crystal ball, what would you project for 2022? Knowing what we know that the Fed just announced on Wednesday. Right?
Yeah, it's one of those things like no one actually knows, right?
No,
like
right.
no one has that crystal ball.
Right.
But I guess I should say my hope is that the market normalizes a little bit more. I mean, we're not in a bubble by any means. Prices are not going to come down. If you're looking for that deal, you're not going to get it. Our inventory is low, the demand is high, and that's not going away. But I do think, there was, like I was saying before, such a hyper focus on homes. And I think it'll calm down and normalize a little bit. And that's my hope, because it'll at least give people an opportunity to buy where, I've had a lot of clients this year who kind of have fatigue from the market, and a lot of them have kind of put things on hold, have been frustrated, and are kind of waiting for the new year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because it took the fun out of home buying a little bit for a lot of people,
right.
In this kind of hyper competitive market that we've been in. So yeah.
So instead of maybe 12 to 20 offers, you're competing maybe against 2 to 5 offers,
right?
Which is still unbelievable.
It's crazy
for the seller.
It's crazy,
but also achievable,
right,
on the buyer side.
Right. Yeah, it's not impossible.
Right.
And what I tell a lot of my clients is, it's funny, I was showing a house the other day, and my client, she drives up and she gets out of her car and she's like, oh, this market, I'm never going to find a house. And what I like to tell people a lot is it only takes one. I think in general in business and life, we're always so focused on, quantity. Oh, there's no houses on the market. Well, that's not true. There's houses coming on the market every single day, and it only takes one.
Right.
So I think, if we just get out of this mindset that it's impossible, and we just remember it only takes one. And I really do feel like it always works out the way it's supposed to.
Right.
The right house gravitates to the right person.
It's just having the patience.
Right.
Looking back at it, they go, oh, I'm so glad that I waited. But going through that process can be so grueling.
Right. And nothing worth having comes easy, right?
Right,
so,
that's true.
Yeah, I think it makes people appreciate their homes a little bit more.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to hear how 2022 goes for you.
Yeah.
And what this market is going to do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be an awesome year for all of us.
Me too. Well, happy holidays to you and your family. And I'm looking forward to having you back again to hear how it's going.
Yeah, happy holidays to you too.
Thank you so much, Kelly.